Alright everybody, happy Thanksgiving over here in America. I have a perfect video for you guys to watch while eating your leftovers. No, trust me, you're gonna want to eat while watching this. It's a 10 out of 10 recommendation. This is a supercut of older videos, but there's a lot of changes. So Elum over here is I gotta be careful with what I say in the first 30 seconds of the video. He is a PR3D. You're picking up what I'm throwing down? And in my first video, I didn't know that yet, so people thought that, oh, this is so messed up, you can't be talking about this poor guy. And then in the second and third video, we find out that he's really messed up. But the second and third video didn't do as well as the first one, so the majority of people took away from that video that I'm just ragging on this guy like a dickhead. And there are a bunch of updates that I'm gonna chime in with between videos because they weren't long enough, but they are important. Excuse me, they weren't long enough to make their own separate video on. And I think it'd be more appropriate if I just made a supercut and then told you what the changings and findings were while they were happening. And then I have a different game playing in every video, so this supercut looked like my library, so I changed it all out with SpongeBob. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Make sure you got some snacks. Oh my god. This is sarcastic. Please don't eat when watching this.
So I decided to re-download Fortnite, you know, see the new battle pass, maybe explode the map in the battle pass. What is this? Slime 9,993. Motherfucker, this is some Roblox shit. What has Fortnite become? That was the most I've ever cringed in my entire life. Nothing will ever top that. Oh, by the way, this is not shit. This is mucus on my wall. This is mucus on my wall.
Whoa. What a way to start a video. I would like to introduce you to Elum Does TikTok. I think that's how you say his name. Elum? I've never met somebody with this name. Yeah, I mean, this is disgusting, dude. Like, come on. All right, I need to lock in real quick. I sound really drowsy and upset because this is an upsetting story. Okay, so Elum tried to do what I do, make videos, crack jokes about some people, and, you know, look at some cringe. Unfortunately, he became the subject of most of the videos that he'd react to. Seeing as, I mean, come on. The problem with him is his, I guess you could say, spending habits or lack thereof. I mean, clearly he's living in squalor, right? But he chooses to spend his money on toys and PCs.
Look at her. She's beautiful. She's currently the GOAT of every computer. That's why she's MVP. That's why she's the GOAT. The GOAT! It's absolutely crushed. It's able to play Gmod with medium to high settings at 60 FPS. No other computer's ever been able to do that. It's probably gonna crush the Dolphin test. It runs at 2B. I can run. Look at the size of my monitor. I have a proper gaming setup. I'm now unstoppable. I am now unstoppable. You cannot.
Putting aside how sporadic he is when he talks, a PC it usually costs a pretty penny. I mean, with the settings that he says it has, I'm no fucking smart guy when it comes to computers, but I'm assuming you can't get something like that for under $1,000. And the fact that his PC is just a blooming, glistening part of his disgusting, filthy room is just really telling of what he finds important. Something he should find a lot more important is his health. I mean, obviously, there's the mucus wall. That is the most sickening sounding thing I have ever heard in my entire life. We're not there yet, though. He has nasty sinuses that are always infected or hurting or something. He shrugs off infected teeth as if it's something that's a common occurrence to him. And the same goes for ear infections.
Hey, I don't know if I have a tooth root infection or not, which it might just be my sinuses, but if I do not post in the next few days, just assume that I'm dead. Like I'm clinically dead. Okay, I'll post an update when I can. Okay. I went to the doctor and I have an ear infection, so you know what? You just lost the game. Fuck you.
This might have something to do with his lack of regard for cleaning up after himself and also the food that he intakes. I know people fall on hard times, but like, come on, you're over here buying PCs and stuff. There's no reason for you to have to be eating like this. Food costs money, and I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but you guys get what I'm getting at.
So as I sit here eating chili bread, I realize I've seen so many videos about the new Fortnite season. Behold, my breakfast. It's ramen noodles, because I'm poor. It's got mustard, butter, and beef seasoning.
All right, now let's just talk about the damn snot wall. Now, basically, what it is either he blows snot rockets on it, or he just picks his nose and wipes it there. And I'm just look.
To all the people saying clean my wall, I wish I could, but it's so dried and stuck on there that it's basically part of it. So I have two options. One, I get my parents, because I don't know how to paint my room with like 13 different layers of paint on it, or I get my parents to tear down the drywall and put new ones up, put new drywall up, which unfortunately neither of my parents are willing to do, or capable. Now that I think about it, I covered up the snot wall. Are you happy? Oh, wait a minute. God!
I don't want to sit here and just make assumptions. You know what you do when you assume, right? You make an ass out of you and me. But he can walk, and he seems to be at least high functioning. So why does he have to have his parents do everything for him? And it doesn't even seem like he wants to get rid of the problem. I don't know, like scraping the drywall with the snot on it. He just wants to cover it up with paint. And then he covers it up with his own blankets and pillowcases, which you know damn well he's going to turn around and just lay on them as if they weren't... They weren't touching mucus. Let's take a break from the well, it's still going to be disgusting, but let's just look at some cringe shit. Some videos of him trying desperately to be funny.
Sonic is going to be the most lovable video game character. He's blue, he's salty, and he's fluffy, and I know it's 6 inches.
He talks really fast, so I don't even know if you could make out what he just said, but yeah, he's talking about how he's hoping Sonic's cock is big. He has a weird attraction to Sonic. All these fucking people do, man. Why do they all like Sonic?
Oh, no! The papyrus has been the imprisoned!
Sans! Sans, get me out of here! Sans! Sans, help! Sans! Sans! I've come to make an announcement! The block panel devs are bitch-ass motherfuckers! They pissed on my fucking wife! That's right! They took the long, blocky dicks out, and they pissed on my fucking wife, and they said their dicks was this big, and I said that's disgusting! So I'm making a call out to my Twitter.com! The block panel devs, you got small dicks! The size of this one, except way smaller! And you know what? Here's what my dog looks like.
Dude, he talks like a character from Animal Crossing, so I don't even think I have to censor any of that out, but if you could understand it, I'm not repeating it.
My brother got me a vest. Well, he didn't got me a vest. He got it from the jail because he didn't have clothes. He was in jail, huh? This thing's probably been listed like 3 dicks to get people addicted so they go to prison when they break their probation, but hey, who cares?
Like, is he even speaking fucking English? In the beginning of that video, he says something about his brother giving him a vest. That's about the end of what I could understand.
Holy wow, those things are massive. I could bounce a 10-yen coin off of those.
Yes, I have a question. What the fuck? I don't want you generally, but that is foul. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your family. Dishonor on your cow.
Hello there, every pony. Sorry about that, I mean everybody. Sorry, I've been watching so much more.
SpongeBob, Bob, that post gave me terminal 7 cancer. I'm gonna fucking die. Ah! Domain expand. God damn it, you fucking light. Domain. God, hold on. With this sacred treasure, I summoned a good Sonic game. Domain expansion. High school cafeteria food. Domain expansion. Sonic's asshole.
Something I do want to point out, though, besides the Sonic stuff, is how he says he likes his school lunch. He wants to spawn his school lunch in, and I just think he has such cheap taste, man. This has got to be a contributor to it, as he is a human trash compactor. I'm not calling him a garbage human being. I'm just saying, like, you could throw anything at him and he'll eat it. Because everybody knows that at school, there's, like, one meal that's good. Across, like, all the meals that they'll give you throughout the school year, there's, like, one kind of thing that they'll serve that's good. Maybe it's the pizza, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe they have really good orange chicken for some odd reason. Like, I don't know. And it makes showing up to the cafeteria instead of just going around town worth it. You know what I mean? It's what makes it worth it. But he thinks that all of his food is good.
As someone who has now gone out of high school for, like, forever now, I realize I am never going to have my school's tiny little country fried steaks. And let me tell you why that's a problem. That was amazing. Listen, okay, they got like these tiny country fried steaks, and like with a biscuit. That shit was delectable. Well, that, like, genuinely the best one. Best breakfast food I ever had. Every time I smelled that steak, I saw myself a little. Okay, not really. But anyway, if the stars aligned, we had gravy with it. Oh, God. Oh, it's so good. And I realized I'm never going to have that again. In fact, I'm not going to have a lot of the school lunches that I had. So let me go over some of the best ones with you. Let me try to remember them. My school had taco salad, although not really. In the last, days of the year, it's like hamburgers and pizzas all day. But anyway, during, the early parts of the year, they had taco salad. And listen, school taco salad is, on the bottom tier, but it's still good. It's still good. The hamburgers were nice, but you had to put salt and pepper on them, because schools, I don't think, are allowed to season things, which is a crime. Some of that stuff is blander than me, and yeah, you get it. But anyway, basic white boy bitch. Anyway, but my school had pretty good food. It was actually pretty good. I'm gonna really miss those. I'm gonna list off some school food from my school that I liked. So, yes, fat ass rant incoming. Okay, first of all, their breakfast for lunch. I don't think a school has ever possibly messed up breakfast for lunch. There's a hash brown biscuit, one of those fake egg discs, white gravy. I think one time we had leftover ham from Thanksgiving. You can't mess up white gravy. Yet still somehow shot. Next up, I think it was an Alfredo. I think it was a chicken Alfredo. That stuff was good too. It was although was it Alfredo or was it something? I think it was Alfredo. It was good. The taco salad was always good, no matter how fake the cheese was. Now I'm starting to realize most of my lunches were really unhealthy.
Do I even need to say anything?
My school used to have small they used to have a pizza making machine, and then we give these small pizzas. They were small round pizzas. They were kind of they were super good. They were real pizzas. I think the machine broke and we didn't have them halfway through my entire high school, from I think it was halfway through sophomore onward. The hamburgers were mid, but if you actually put salt and pepper on them, they're actually really good. Yeah. So yeah, the food was good. Yeah. Also, for those that lay in bed all day, I just lay in bed to watch TikTok. Most of the time I'm on my computer, alright?
Oh, Elum, we know. We know you're on your computer all the time. Let's show off some of his toys that he likes to spend his money on.
I went yard selling today. Got a lightsaber. Cool. I also got this.
Wait, don't tell me that's anal beads, right? That's not... Oh. Okay. That kind of toy.
Yo, guys, watch this. Control this like a Wii game. This is how shotguns work. I've been looking for a week to show off this thing I bought. Look. It's an Adventure Force XL10 tank. I don't remember what. Listen to this. God, that's so satisfying. Oh, that's so satisfying. If only I was warned of actually able to do stuff with it. Let the bullet go. Look. Jesus! Maybe a little bit overboard with the, outfit. There's no way to get this back in, smoothly. I think I'll have to switch this to the short sword. It's a lot less impressive, but it's a lot more manageable. These are toy guns I got. I got them at the same time as the blue shotgun. Yeah. I don't know why I made this. I just wanted to show this outfit off.
Now, don't get me wrong. It's fine to be a grown-ass man and buy toys. I'm technically a grown-ass man now, and I buy toys. You know, Legos and shit like that. But I mean, when you're struggling to even survive, I mean, come on, man. Elum, this isn't a video trying to attack you. I'm telling you that you need to lock the fuck in, man. You're like 20 years old. You're having your parents do all this stuff for you. I mean, for starters, clean your fucking mucus wall, dude. And do you see how I am? A little bit more nonchalant about it? When you're reacting to stuff, you shouldn't be screaming your fucking head off. I mean, hey, what can you do? Let's just watch more random shit.
You know, you're a little confused. You're a few years behind, but I get it. I feel it. I feel the same. God, it's been such a rough couple of years. Oh, God, this year, you all were finally introduced to the snot wall. I do eventually plan to one day clean this. Somebody take me back to school. I never realized how much school mattered. I never realized how much school matters in my life. Holy crap, I've never been more bored in my life. There's nothing to do here. There's nothing to do. Someone take me back, please.
I don't know why you want to go back to school so bad, man. That's pretty weird. But I can tell you why it's so boring. Because you're not living.
You know, there's a sexist joke here about women belonging in the kitchen so they can learn how to cook, but like, I don't think any time in the kitchen's gonna. I think we gotta get you away from me. Mac and cheese in a wine glass, with a singular chicken strip. What? You are certified. Listen, that is certifiably insane. You're not to be locked up in a mental asylum.
I just want to point out here how dirty his screen is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had my TV for about 2 years now, and I think I've had to like wipe it off maybe twice. And when I was cleaning it, it was just like a smudge. What the fuck is that? How do you live so nastily, so dirty that this happens? Like, what?
I made another Discord for y'all. Don't disappoint me this time, please. Just be normal. Hey everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse. Please don't sue my ass. Are you happy now? Are you?
That thing just glazing it. Kane's gonna do it for me.
Why does everybody eat raising canes, sauce, chicken or whatever? Dip.
Easy one, Fiona from Shrek.
Okay.
Because there's the human version, but there's also like the down and dirty version. So you get two girls.
Okay, listen, just hear me out for 1 minute. Just hear me out. Hear me out for God's sake. Please, just hear me the fuck out. Yo, ready for this?
Now, upsetting news, Elum did announce that he has gotten diabetes. If anything, man, this should just be a wake-up call. You just gotta get better habits. Not even just eating, but just all around. Like, your overall cleanliness and the way you keep things. There's nothing wrong with, like, you know, liking Sonic to your degree is kind of weird. There's nothing wrong with playing with toys and having fun playing video games. But the overall state of everything else should be a first priority. Like, the fact that you have a wall covered in mucus, how do you even sleep in the room like that? You can't sit here and make fun of other people on the internet when you have that. If you're gonna talk shit, you have to be able to back it up. I can back it up because of my massive penis. I'm hoping you can turn this shit around, man. I really do. Because he is, you know, he's against pedophilia, so he's better than half the people I cover on here.
We got so much money, fame, how do you say power at this point? 1 million subscribers? I mean, what the hell else could you want? Minors.
But as he does with everything, he lets us know in his own special way. I'm gonna leave you guys off with a couple more clips. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
No, guys, but I need my guys. I need my guys. I need my guys. If I can't have my guys, no one can. Maximum output. Purple. Air this bitch out. Everybody died, including me. I mean, I waited 10 damn years just for them to look like the unofficial one for the I knew these are Bret Hart dark glasses, but I look like a fucking Cyclops with these things on. To me, my X-Men.
Yeah, so essentially there's not many updates between these two videos because the other one came out the very next day. The only thing I can really add is, one, I found out later that he didn't just get diabetes, it's something that's hereditary for him, so yeah. And it's also kind of ironic that I was like, well, at least he's not a pedo. Let's get into part 2 really quick. Alright, so this is simply just not the type of video I'd ever thought I had to make, but this video actually involves me, so yeah. So the other day, I posted a video about this guy called Elum Does TikTok, and it did pretty well. Thank you for the support on the video. But I'm just gonna get very quick, cut to the chase here. The guy who I made the video about responded multiple times, and it is just odd. I don't know exactly how to feel about it. There is a YouTube channel of his that I forgot to even mention, and he just uploaded a new video called Dear PouBoy, and it's a video of me being murdered. And just like the rest of this entire story of him responding, it just gives off so many mixed signals. Let's start off at the beginning. Less than 12 hours after I had uploaded the main video, he had made a TikTok responding to it. I guess somebody had linked him it in Discord. It's kind of weird having like an actual person that I made a video about make a video about my it's just weird. I'm really new to this whole YouTube thing. I'm not new to it. I've been trying to do it since like 2012 when I was like a little kid. But I'm new to being successful at it, you know? But anyways, as I was saying, he basically just says, yeah, I'm fucking cooked. I'll play the video right now.
18 minutes. This hoe is 18 minutes long. I'm cooked. Oh my god, I am actually cooked. What? What? Dog, I got a video essay on me. I'm either cooked or this is it. Oh. 18 minutes! Also, you could have used some of my most recent videos. You had to really show me when I had that bald-ass head, PouBoy. Really? Really? Wow! Wow, okay. Oh my god.
So yeah, it seems like he's in Fallout mode, as anybody would be if they just saw a video with their face plastered on it, you know what I mean? And then it seemed like he was taking it like a champ, right? It really did. A lot of people in the comments were pointing out that he sounds a lot like Mickey Mouse, and he was making jokes about it in this video.
Every single comment about my voice on this video is just Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. I am never beating the allegations. I am never beating the Mickey Mouse allegations. Oh my god.
And then today, well, I'm recording this on the 21st, it's not going up until the 22nd. Today, on the 21st, he uploaded TikToks, a couple of them, that showed him actually making a lot of improvement, like eating what looks to be better. These potatoes are really uncooked.
We got some real cooking now. I hate shells, man. They're so hard to pick up. We got fish. We got magnum shells, and we got potatoes and cheese.
But still, it's better than, you know, ramen noodles with mustard in them. And then he also scraped a lot off of The Wall.
I promise you, this looks cleaner in person. I've been scraping. I scraped for like 30 minutes, all across the wall, dog. I'm starting to clean my room now. God, I am burning up. I have not done this much cleaning in a long time.
And I don't know if he knew that I was watching it, but I hope he knows that I was looking at this. I was like, damn, this is exactly what I wanted to see when I made this video. Like, because this kid, at the time, it didn't seem like there was anything wrong with him. It didn't seem like he was like a bad person or anything. It seemed like he was just a kid that was in a bad place. And maybe if I pointed it out and made a funny video about it, he'd lock in. Which, at the time, seemed like that's exactly what he was doing. And I was very proud of him. And right here, he even says that he wanted to make me proud. And I was like, hell yeah, man, go for it. I'm sure you can. And then, out of nowhere, I decided, you know what? Let me check his page. Bam. Nuked. Everything's gone. All black profile picture, all black videos. Well, actually, no videos. One black video that says, like, there's nothing here, go away. So I was like, what the hell happened? Last time I checked, he didn't have any hate comments on those videos that were, you know, the last ones he made. So I was like, oh shit, let me check out his YouTube because I know he has that. And before we get to that, I do want to read some of the comments that were left on my video. Because apparently someone that goes to his school found the video and then posted it on, like, their Snapchat. So everybody in his area, i.e. everybody that went to his school, started posting. And some people had a lot of stuff to say. And I know it sounds like such bullshit, like, oh wow, anybody could make up some lie. So everything in these comments are just accusations. I can't say that without a shadow of a doubt they're real. But I also can't say that they're entirely baseless, because Elum himself was in my comment section validating some of them. And some of them I'll show you on screen are just kind of weird things that aren't that big of a deal. It's just him being gross or him just being an odd kid, more like, you know, like a band kid. But then one of them really put me off. It was one where there was this girl who went to his school and he like came up and he basically acted, she was a freshman and he was like a junior, and he basically acted like that one guy who's like, hey yo, where my hug at? Where my hug at? You know, that like super senior, you know what I mean? And then he went up to her and was like hugging her and I don't know, asked her if she had a boyfriend and she said yes, and he was like, oh, it's so fucking odd. I'm hoping that it's not true, but you never know. I mean, that's why I'm still not saying like by definitive he's a bad person, but maybe when we get into the video we will. And one thing I do want to point out that even he pointed out was that he has high functioning autism, and he said that it doesn't really like it doesn't really make that much of a difference and that it shouldn't really matter. There was a couple people in my comment section pissed off because I'm making fun of somebody who might just so happen to have high functioning autism. Well, guess what? So do I, bitch. It's hard to prove it, so you're just gonna have to take me at my word, because if I proved it, I'd just be doxing myself, you know what I mean? But I do. And I understand that it is a spectrum, right? Like, I can't say that, oh, autism isn't that bad because look at me and then look at Chris Chan, you know what I mean? Clearly, Chris Chan is further on the spectrum than I am. But what you guys are basically doing when you say that is like berating, like, I don't know, berating a fucking black dude for saying the N-word. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he can fucking say it. Anyways, let's get to the video. So as somebody with autism, I understand the whole problem with tone, right? It's really hard to pick up or understand things. And by things, I mean social cues and tone. Even the things that you yourself are saying or doing as you're doing them. But I can tell you right now that the vibe and tone that I'm getting from this video of you burning me alive isn't good. And he says it right here that he's trying to kill me, so no mix-ups. Then here he says that, oh, and by the way, he makes these slideshows. This is just what he does on his YouTube channel. They're pretty cool, but Elum, you have to add an outline to your text. It's really hard to read. But anyways, he says here that he has no problem with my video and that it made him strive to start, you know, getting better. So why'd you kill me? And here he says that his main problem is the fact that the title says, you know, the most disgusting TikToker. But that's what I said, most disgusting TikToker, not most disgusting person on the planet. I never compared you to Chris Chan, which is what he's over here claiming that I am. I never did. And even then, you're probably not the most disgusting person on TikTok. I'm sure there's more disgusting people, but like, what kind of title is the 4th most disgusting person on TikTok? Like, nobody's gonna fucking click that. And I know people have different like meanings behind different words, but when I say disgusting, I mean like filthy. There are more horrible people because you haven't even done anything horrible, at least, you know, proven, unless you count this creepy voodoo looking shit. And then he gets really aggressive again with like, don't you dare say that. Calm down. I didn't say that. You don't have to worry. And then he again reels it into the fact that I inspired him. So like what are we going for, man? Do you hate me? Do you like me? I hate to keep bringing it up, but it's not normal to take somebody's avatar and murder them. I've never seen somebody like do that before. I don't know. I didn't want to dox his channel in case he wanted to keep it separate, but he commented a couple times, so it's like I can't keep it from you. I'm not gonna tell you what the name is, but I mean, anyways, I'm seeing that this video is conveniently right around the 8-minute mark. I really didn't mean to get into that. I'm not trying to just, you know, pickpocket you guys. I mean, conveniently, I guess it's just how much I had to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'll try to protect my neck. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Update. Elum, me and you are gonna be good friends because you have a snot wall. I have a fucking Dr. Pepper wall because I was editing the video and my cat, who was like, you know, an alley cat who like, you know, dumpster diver and everything, she stuck her tooth in my can of Dr. Pepper that I was gonna drink, and she shotgunned it all over my fucking wall. Your voodoo magic is working on me, Elum.
Look, I tried to scrape it all off. I couldn't scrape that off. That's just glued on. But I got some of the ones that are up here. Mostly the stains are still there from when it's soaked in, I guess. I have no idea.
One more status update. It's clean. I suggest you do the same.
Alright, so here I got some stuff for you. Here when I made the video was around the same time whenever I made my email public. Side note, by the way, if you haven't gotten a reply from me, it's because I've just gotten... It's a little overwhelming. I wasn't expecting as many people to send me stuff as they did. I mean, there's hundreds, so I'm gonna try to get back to you. Anyways, people were able to send me like video suggestions or just say hi. And Elum took advantage of that by just... by just breaking down in my emails. It was so sad. He sent me over like 25 across the entire time that we were having our little scuffle, which lasted like a week, by the way. I want to go through some of them with you. So right here, he's saying like, please stop making videos on me. So I replied to him with this. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I pretty much just say this in the video that's coming up in a second. And then he replies to my email saying, I am not a pervert. I had misremembered. Wait, no, sorry, that's a bad impression.
I'm not a pervert. I had misremembered. I'm sorry, I don't like kids.
And then the next email is,
I won't post anymore. I regret any and all actions. Just post your videos and let me improve myself.
and then under no pressure, and I'm showing these all like one by one by one. Like there's no replies to these. These are just him talking to himself.
Alright, you're right. I've done things that are illegal a few years ago. I'm sorry for everything. I don't want to go to jail. I'm having a panic attack at 8 in the morning. I panicked and tried to get your videos deleted and taken down.
All I'm asking is for a second chance and not to be sent to prison.
I truly am sorry. The screenshots I'm assuming you have are the ones from the NSFW channel. I take full accountability for those.
No bueno, buddy. No bueno. Alright, so I have some more emails I want to show you, but they wouldn't make sense until like after this video, so let's just play it real quick.
Well, here we are again, talking about our great friend Elum. I wouldn't consider this an update video. I'm not going to entirely reintroduce you to Elum, but this video is going to be a final definitive look at him. I am hoping, unless anything crazier happens or comes out, that this will be the last time that I ever talk about him on this channel. I want to leave this all behind me. This is going to conclude the first arc of my channel, the Mucus arc. If you don't know who Elum is, he is about, if not very close to, 20 years old. I found him on TikTok myself, found some very disgusting habits of his, and decided to share them online. In my first video on Elum, I never encouraged anybody to attack him or anything of the sort. I never defamed him, I never made any accusations towards him. I just pointed out the fact that it was pretty gross, and at the end I even had a call to action to him to get better. If you want a brief summary of him, he lives at home with his caretakers. He does nothing all day every day except for post on TikTok and YouTube, of which he rarely finds the motivation to even do those. He plays a lot of video games as well. He has a wall that he calls his mucus wall. He, very predictably with the name, wipes boogers on it, snot on it, shoots snot rockets, and spits on. Very sanitary. Everybody has a mucus wall, right? He lives in absolute filth, and he sometimes even blames it on his wealth, or lack thereof. I have been poor the majority of my life, and I don't understand what the wage threshold is of having a mucus wall. Like, you're working 40 hours a week, bringing home $600, then it gets cut down to $550, and you're like, oh, guess I gotta start wiping boogers on the wall. A lot of the things that he does that are what most people would consider disgusting are things that have nothing to do with your wealth and only have to do with your laziness. I have a theory about Elum. I believe he's one of two things, or technically one of 2.5 things. Either one, he has horrible confrontation issues, or two, he is diagnosed with BPD, which is bipolar disorder.
BPD means borderline personality disorder, but I meant bipolar.
Or 2.5, he has it but isn't diagnosed yet. I honestly couldn't tell you which of the three this is. The reason why I bring this up is because after I would make this video, he would go on and have some responses. These would be covered in my second video on Elum. Like his long comment that he would make on the video, pretty much addressing that, yeah, he knows that he needs to get better and he's going to start working on it. He would then make TikToks about working on it.
Look, I tried to scrape it all off. I couldn't scrape that off. That's just glued on, but I got some of the ones that are up here. Mostly, the stains are still there from when it's soaked in, I guess. I have no idea.
All the while, he would be breaking down in his Discord server, talking about how much I ruined his life and he's just gonna give up. Not that he was gonna give up life, but he was gonna give up, you know, YouTube and TikTok. He would even say in these messages on Discord that he had flagged my videos and wanted to get into contact with me to take them down. Now, I can assure you that nothing that I said in any of those videos was defamatory or bullying or harassment. That would have been false flagging. And trust me, we will get into the repercussions of that. But another thing I want to point out is the fact that somebody in this Discord server decided that they wanted to dox me. And they would give a false dox saying that I live in Chicago, Illinois. I don't know what the fuck. I can tell you right now, I don't live in Chicago. I live pretty damn far. In fact, I'm gonna dox myself right now. The type of videos that I make, I will have people that are gonna be out for me. So let me just say it right now and beat you to the punch. For any future people that want to dox me, I, Jamari Prescott, live at 339 Lloyd Street, Akron, Ohio. Zip code 44301. him. Moving on, I would create an email address and release it for anybody that wanted to contact me, not only about the current stuff that was going on with Elum, but anybody that wanted to message me about anything, or especially lolcow suggestions, which you can do, by the way. PouBoyCowEntries@gmail.com. I'll link it first in the description if you just want to copy and paste it. But Elum would message me telling me he wants me to make no more videos on him. But then I would read his comment. Now, Elum's main weakness is not knowing how to shut the hell up. I am glad that Elum is as stupid as he is, because if his mouth wasn't so wide, then we wouldn't know these horrible things that he's done. No one ever exposed him of anything that he did except himself. He folded under no pressure in my comment section and admitted to being a part of a Discord server full of underage children and sending, well, you know, he would even literally say that he committed a felony, and in those previously mentioned Discord screenshots, he would admit to it again. Maybe I shouldn't have made a video about Elum in the first place, or somebody like Elum, someone who hasn't done anything wrong. And when I was first reading these comments about that, I decided maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should really only use my platform to talk about people that have done horrible things. I'm just gonna be 100% transparent with you guys. You know I am a lot more of I'm talking like it's just me and you, right? I'm not gonna say like, oh, he was soliciting minors with inappropriate text messages and photos. Phrasing it like that desensitizes people so much because it just makes it sound way less bad than it is. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you guys. He was sending little kids, little boys and girls, he was sending them porn. How does that make you feel? What emotion did I just trigger whenever you heard that? Does it still make you feel sympathy for this guy? Because the sympathy that I did have for him, that was real. I don't just make a video about somebody and then not give a fuck afterwards. I care about what I'm doing, and that respect that I had for you, Elum, is thrown out the window. I do not care about you anymore. So in my reply to his email, I would tell him that I no longer cared about him. I no longer wished to see him get better. I wouldn't wish harm on somebody, but I certainly still don't stand by that big nice statement I left at the end of my video. And then I also brought up the fact, and I hate to be some dickhead that makes empty threats over the internet. I don't want to sound like some internet tough guy. If I make a mistake in a video and I've said too much information that somebody's trying to keep private, or if I'm being too harsh on somebody that doesn't deserve it and I'm really bullying someone, then yeah, I take full accountability for that, but that did not happen. So trying to flag my video and getting it taken down is false flagging. I know that in cases like this, YouTube doesn't do anything, and then this never goes anywhere because people are too usually scared to go to court. I don't care if I had no financial gain taking you to court. I would at the very least be able to get you in a courtroom because of the interruption of income that you would be causing to me. And the last place you would want to be is in a courtroom with me and all the evidence of you sending porn to little kids. So maybe not for you, but I suggest for the sake of your caretakers that you do not continue to do this. And I know that this is way less of a chill video because this is something really fucking serious and really current, and it matters to me because I'm the person who started this and uncovered this. This is like my personal case, you know what I mean? This is my cereal. This is my white Bowser. After I would send my email, Elum would reply with 15, because this is what he does. He doom scrolls, doom refreshes, whether it be on my emails or my YouTube. He is obsessed. He says here that he's gonna make one final message, and then he says another comment where he's gonna make one final message, but then he deletes his TikToks, and then he comes back, and then he's deleting them again. I mean, right here, this is my latest video. This is my chibi video. This has nothing to do with Elum, but he still makes 3 comments on it, nothing to do with himself, and talks about how cool my video is and how cool my channel is. This guy, he's a fucking fan. And I don't say this, and I probably will never say this again because I'm not a fucking dickhead, but I mean, come on, it's writing itself. I can make a video on one of these people and they'll break down in their server about how much it's ruining their life, even though it's not very much of a glamorous life to begin with. They'll keep watching. So I mean, come on. You gotta subscribe. Anyways, now even though he would eventually go back into the comments section and say that there was an age check on the Discord server, he would admit that that was a lie in my emails. Elum, I think there is a conflict within you. I feel like you are a bad person, that you do bad things, and you want to cover them up. And then I also think that there's a person inside of you that wants to tell the truth and wants to be caught because you want to have a better life and you want to change. Personally, I can't say whether or not what you deserve, because quite frankly, I don't think it's up for me to even decide. I don't care though. In my mind, you will always stay the same whether you change or not, because it doesn't matter to me. And when I say that, I mean, I'll probably continue to make one-off little jokes about you, and if anybody ever brings up or mentions you to me, I'll just think, oh yeah, the guy with the burger wall that talked to little kids. I'd appreciate if I was wrong and that you could maybe change, but I don't want updates. I don't want you to keep emailing me or contacting me. And I'm sure you probably want to have one last little comment. Just give it up. It's done. Elum, I want this to be over just as much as you do. I wish that you didn't do these horrible things. I wish people could have made the argument that I was honestly being too harsh on you, but I was proven right and wrong at the same time. Then again, I don't know if he's doing all this stuff to try to befriend me or something. Maybe in the hopes that he'll get some flack off his back, and maybe I'll be like, oh, he's a cool guy, I'm gonna take down the stuff, or I'm not gonna believe the stuff. This guy's a super fan. Superfan 99. He went into the description of my last video, saw that I mentioned I'm gonna be making a video on J-Sonic, and provided me with stuff to talk about for him. I can't even just say that I hope you do better because you've never done anything physical to a woman. Maybe nothing has come out of you inappropriately, like groping someone, but you certainly are a little too touchy with women that want nothing to do with you. I saw a comment on my first video of him that kind of exposed something that he did, and a lot of these, not all of them, but a lot of these are legitimate comments saying that they went to school with him. And if you're wondering why, it's because Elum used to go to school just a few years ago, and a lot of these people that have bad stories about him also happen to be people that were freshmen at the time. Elum, that's not a good look. So they're still in school, so somebody found my video from his school, posted it, so now everybody at his school knows about it. And he's even backing it up. He's even saying like, hey, I know you, or some shit like that. And one of them was about a story of a freshman being creepily approached and touched and got underneath a blanket with. I honestly didn't believe it when I first read it. This was before I created my email so people could send me evidence or proof of anything. So some guy got so desperate to show me this proof, since I have no other forms of communication tied to this account, that he set it as his fucking profile picture, the photo evidence of him doing this with this girl. I mean, dude, come on. And even though most of them don't have evidence, the fact that this was backed up with legitimacy, including the fact that we know those other people are actually from his school, makes me really believe them. And some of the stories that I heard from these people, Elum, aren't good. Elum, I don't know what I want for your life. I don't care. All I know is that I want it to take place far from mine. And with that, we will end the mucus arc of the channel. I'm sorry I don't have any clips at the end of the video that I usually just throw in that are funny. The only clips I have are all the ones I showed in the last video, because as soon as I posted it, he took his account down. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. See how easy it is to find other things to do as a YouTuber that don't involve messaging little kids? Like, honestly, I've never felt the urge to. And I'm not saying that as if it's some accomplishment. It really is the bare minimum.
Now, there's a few more little things that he did after this that I want to go over. One of those being his continuing emails with me. He would do stuff like congratulate me on hitting 10K. He just talked to me like I'm a friend. That was all until I shut him down, and I made a community post about it. It was pretty funny. He would be showing up in every single live stream, and he'd be showing up in the comment section, so I was just like, that's it. He started using the inside jokes in my, like, community, so that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I was like, alright, Elum, it's been half a month since my last video on you, and you're still showing up to all the premieres and comment sections and acting like you're one of them. There's nothing I can do to stop you from that, but the fact that you're still emailing me is ridiculous. Elum, I'm not threatening any harm on you, but I know which school you went to and which jurisdiction to report you to, as it does fall under harassment. And I don't want some apology to this email either. What do you not understand about me saying I don't care about you and leave me alone? The fact that you're over here still trying to be my friend and joke about video games is so creepy. I can only imagine how those women felt. The ones that told me stories of them rejecting your advances and you still persisting. I don't want to spend my Saturday emailing a predator. Get a life. Anyways, there's some other little things that he's doing. He's still posting on TikTok sometimes. There's one video where he's getting very upset about the recent United States election results.
It is currently 12:30 a.m. right now. How is he at 2:30? Dog, how is he at 2:30? What?
He made a few videos on that actually. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching all this time. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Well, then will you vaporize me? I might spare your life so I can force you to work in my sweatshop making low-quality designer knockoff wallets. Oh, thank you!